Okay, hello and welcome to the pre-match show of the first ODI between India women and Australia women. Obviously, Trishadi with us from Mullanpur, but right now I know that you guys are seeing the roads of Mullanpur. Trishadi will be on screen, but ultimately the day is here. I think most of us, I think we are eagerly waiting for this series because I think Australia series just before the home World Cup in your home, I think is the best practice that you can, expect from the management to have. So I think Tushadi, a huge series on the cards. Yesterday you attended both the PCs. Captains looked confident. And what is your remark? Excited, and please tell us about the crowd that is gathering for the match. Okay, I think maybe some net issue,
And
maybe.
hello, can you hear me?
Yes, yes. Now it's fine. Now it's fine. Hmm.
Yesterday when I was leaving, yeah, yesterday when I was leaving, I was a little worried about the crowd turn up because it is so far away from the city
Hmm.
that it's very difficult to, transportation wise, it's extremely difficult to reach here. But today, the moment I've landed, it actually took me five minutes to cross the road because there are so many cars and there are so many people who are trying to enter. So I think I am actually. I'll show you. I'm just crossing the road. Once I reach that side in front of the ground. See, wait. Hold on a second. Why is my yeah? So there you go. As you can see, there's a queue for
Hmm.
people trying to get in. There are more people, Snehashish, who have actually queued in the ticket area as well. So
Okay.
maybe because there is no absolutely no advertisement, people were not
Hmm.
aware of the match being held here. But see, here's the queue that's trying to enter, and then this side is the ticket office. So I'm going towards
Yes.
the ticket office, and you can see plenty of people here. So
Hmm.
they're queued up, and why not? Their home girl playing her 150th ODI here. You would want to be part of that history, right?
Yes, absolutely. And as you mentioned that despite not that much of advertisement and all, to see this amount of people turning up for the match and right now queuing up for the tickets, I think that's a very good sign. And hopefully people are getting ready for that World Cup. I just hope that just like this series for the players, I think this is the trailer of the crowd that is going to be present in the World Cup also because this is a home World Cup. The team needs your support, and I hope that the crowd turns up very well in every match of India, particularly. But Tushadi, how about the weather? As you were telling me that it's not like totally, it's not like clear, but is there any chance of rain happening throughout the match in any period of time?
Yes, at 2 p.m. or 3 p.m., just after the match starts, there
Mm.
is prediction of rainfall. But overall, it's like the sun is coming out a little, but in general,
Okay.
it's pretty overcast. Uh, But the problem is, Snehashish, it's very hot and humid.
Very.
I think
Very.
that's one factor that, yeah, that's one factor that today in my copy also I have written this that Australians have to be mindful of it more than Indians. Look, we Indians are kind of used to this kind of
Yes.
weather. Australians for sure aren't. It's hot in Australia also, but there's a breeze blowing or something of that sort. Here it's hot and humid. It's yeah, in short, it's very hot. You have to keep drinking water.
Yes, yes. Please, please,
But
please keep your water ready for every moment. And I was going through the Instagram stories of various Australian players yesterday when they had their practice sessions. Beth Mooney posted day one in Sweat City, and she was completely drenched. Megan Shoot posted a video. It's completely drenched, and every player was asking Megan Shoot how you managed to bring that much of sweat. So it's very difficult for them, and I think throughout the series and throughout the World Cup, I think it is going to be very difficult. Not only for Australia, I think all the visiting teams, because as you mentioned, Tushari, for subcontinent teams, I think it will be much more easier to get adapted, right?
Yeah, for subcontinent teams, you don't need to get adapted. You need to get adapted if the temperature goes down. By the way, as we
Yes.
speak, a little breeze has started blowing, which is kind of giving you a little relief. Because it's a coldish breeze. Could
Mm.
be see? I'll show you the sky right now here. Uh, yeah, that's the sky above, and as you
Yeah.
can see, that it's pretty clear. In fact, Snehashish,
Mm.
when I initially came, the floodlights were on. It was
Okay.
dark, but right now they have
Mm.
switched off the floodlights because it has
Sun has
started
come up.
clearing up,
Mm.
and yes,
Yeah.
and it
Yes.
has started heating up as well.
Yes.
Wait, let me
So,
get a young fan here. Who are you supporting? India. Okay. RCB. See, RCB fans are everywhere. That's one consistency. You can always see.
doesn't matter you are playing in Bangalore or Punjab.
Wherever you
RCB
go,
fans are everywhere.
it does not matter if you're in England, Australia, Bangalore,
Mm.
Punjab, RCB is
Doesn't matter.
everywhere.
RCB is everywhere.
Uh,
But Trishadi, me and you were
See,
both excited,
yeah.
about the new stadium in Mullanpur. You visited last time. I forgot to ask you yesterday. But right now, I want to know from you. What about that new stadium? We heard about those facilities and it is fantastic. Now I want to hear from you. How did you enjoy, visiting the stadium yesterday, first time?
Oh, it was beautiful. The stadium is beautiful. The facilities are beautiful, not only for the players, the dressing room and all, but for media as well. The press
Mm.
conference room, the Wi-Fi, which is very important if you're in the media.
Mm.
Wi-Fi is extremely important. So
Yes.
Wi-Fi is good. The sitting arrangements are spacious,
Mm.
especially now coming from England. And I'm not coming from England. That's too much to say. But the point is, after having spent so much time in England covering the series in England, I think it's a relief that there are proper. There's a lot of space. Uh, it's spacious, it's beautiful, it's comfortable, and I'm looking forward to this game. In fact, I'm hearing that probably what Punjab will PCA will now do is have alternate matches,
Okay.
one in Mohali and one here.
Okay. Okay.
The only thing, Snehash, is the only problem with this ground, as I said, is it is so far away
Very
from uh, yeah, uh, the
city.
city that
Mm.
it becomes very difficult to reach the ground. So that's one thing. And more than reaching the ground, I think more difficult is to leave from the ground towards the city.
Yeah. Yes,
Hello?
absolutely. But
Yeah.
I think some travel management will think about this, some travel thinking or something like that. But moving on to the team selection, Tushadi, I think
Yeah.
many of you have read what Tushadi have written about the preview of this match. I will talk about the Australian team first because with the Indian team, we most of know what will be the playing 11. But for Australia, I think it will be interesting to see whether Georgia Wall gets a place or not because it is very difficult to get her included in the playing 11. And what I saw that you have included Phoebe Litchfield as an opener and Beth Mooney in the middle order. So can you explain that?
Yeah, in the Ashes, they went with that. Phoebe Litchfield was
Mm,
opening in the Ashes
mm,
with
mm.
Healy, and Mooney was coming at number four. Interestingly enough, when India played in Australia and Healy
Mm.
wasn't playing in that series because she was injured,
Yes.
even then it was Phoebe Litchfield who was opening with Georgia Wall and Beth Mooney
Yes.
coming in at four. So it almost seems like that's decided that Litchfield will be opening the batting if Litchfield plays. If Wall plays, then Wall is opening the batting because obviously at the other end it's
Yes.
Aliza Healy. But I do
Mm.
think they will go with Litchfield initially because they have shown that faith in her. And Litchfield has had a very good 100. She was
Yes.
part of the winning team. She has played some crucial knocks. Though that has been down the order, but come on, that's T20 eyes, right? It's different. My only
Mm.
concern, to be very honest, with the Litchfield Healy pair is both of them are inconsistent. So
Mm.
I'm not 100% sure how will that work, because it's not like Georgia Wall, I feel, is a little more stable, which is what I've written. Is it from my end that
Yes.
this noise is coming?
No, no, no. From my end, because
Why?
here it is heavily raining, and it's very difficult
Oh,
here. The
that's
weather
thunder.
is
Oh, wow. Okay.
yes, that thunder sound. Yes. Okay, but Trishadi, as you
Okay.
mentioned, obviously Bill Litchfield has that ability to play as an opener, but with her innovative shots, sweeps and reverse sweeps and all, do you think that Beth Mooney could be that experienced and much more conventional an option as an opener, and you can use Phoebe Litchfield in the middle order because she has that ability to score those runs quickly. I think unlike Beth Mooney.
I would want Australia to do that. I would want
Hmm.
Phoebe Litchfield more like in a Jemima role,
Hmm.
the role that Jemima plays for India, than opening, because Litchfield is a very good player of spin. So maybe opening is not exactly where you want to use her. That is something that you should leave to someone like Beth Mooney, who can actually anchor the innings and ensure that um, she plays a longish innings. She's very different from Healy that way, and their partnership works very well. So I don't know, for this World Cup, they, I feel, should back the Mooney Healy pair, but from the past, what it shows is they have gone for Litchfield Healy.
Yes, absolutely. And I think the team management is sticking, maybe will stick to their plan that we will see that, they will, pick this opening pair of Healy and Litchfield today also. But let's see how it goes. But Tushade, I think it's a very huge series for Tyler McGrath. After being the vice captain of the side in the absence of Elisa Haley, led the side also in the T20 World Cup and in many other matches also. But didn't manage to come up with significant performance both with the bat and the ball, and I think leadership played a role in that. So how do you see this series, because it is a huge series for her, from individual perspective.
I think there is one huge problem with about. She gets to bat in a position which I don't think is her batting position. She bats at 6, 7, 8. I don't think Talia McGrath is a 6, 7, 8 position batter. Um, I do think she should have been in the top four, but when it comes to that position where you have to go after the ball, she has very limited shots that way. Her favorite shot is going on top, going over covers, which is something that you can curb. And once you curb that, you frustrate Magra, and she gets out. So it's a very typical planning against her that works. I think that is where Australia, probably with the kind of lineup they have, has not been able to utilize Talia with the bat. As far as bowling is concerned, in subcontinent conditions, as long as Talia McGrath does not get her slow balls going, something that I think we keep talking about when it comes to Lauren Bell, it's very difficult for someone like Talia to contribute. So, overall, I would say, probably you can put it this way, that Talia is not in a position where she can get her full potential utilized. Somebody else should have been at number 6, 7, 8, and probably Talia should be in the team after someone like Ellis Perry retires. It's a very like for like role. So I think that
Yes.
way, huge World Cup for Talia though, because she has been backed, and with Healy almost certainly saying that this is her last World Cup, there is a huge chance for Talia to then claim the captaincy, right? But she has to perform well for that. But she has said in one of the interviews that Australians are hungry. They're always hungry
Yes.
anyway.
And I saw that ICC clip just after waking up yesterday. And in the morning, you wake up and see that clip, and Australians saying we're hungry, just for more than ever because of that what happened in the T20 World Cup. I just texted Trishadi, it's done. They are coming for that World Cup. But as Rishati mentioned, I completely agree that Tyler Macker needs to perform, because you need a performing player to be your captain. You don't want a non-performing player to be your captain. So if you want to lead that side, lead an Australian side, I think you have to perform, and I think that is why this series and obviously the World Cup is going to be huge opportunity for her. But Tushar, I think this is the problem of having plenty, right? You have someone like Annabelle Sutherland, you have Ashley Gardner, you have Phoebe Litchfield, Beth Mooney, Ellis Perry. So it is very difficult, to pick everyone for their specific role where they would have liked to bat or like to bowl.
Yes, I think that's where the adaptation process comes, and what Talia has not been able to do is, she has not been able to adapt to the role that has been provided. The discussion that we were having is more about adapting, and I think that's the bigger problem. With a team like Australia, you are absolutely correct. There are so many, all rounders and so many players to choose from. It's very difficult. If you look at the spin department also today, in the second copy that I have written, which I think went an hour back, I have said that now the problem is if Healy is fit, so who opens with her, Litchfield or Wall? And then the next problem that Australia will face is once Sophie Molyneux is back for the World Cup, and Healy was quite clear that Sophie Molyneux is fit, but we want her to take more time in the nets and then get back for the World Cup. So if she's back for the World Cup, then which spinners do they go for? I mean, go with. Of course, it will be a toss up between Georgia Wareham and Alana King. So I think Alana King is someone for whom this series is going to be very important. And I know a lot of people will say, why am I saying Alana King and not Georgia Wareham? Because Snehashish, Georgia Wareham is a far, far better batter. It's not like Alana King cannot bat. She can also hit sixes. She can also get runs. But Georgia Wareham is a proper batter. She can be sent top of the order as well. So I think that is where Georgia Wareham will have 1 foot ahead of Alana King, and King needs to impress with the ball.
But Tushadi, is there any chance that Australia will be inching towards the thinking that okay, let's use three spinners and only one pacer between Kim Gard or Megan Shoot, and three spinners Alana King, Wareham, and Sophie Molyneux?
No, they're not. They anyway have three spinners. No, Snehashish, you're forgetting Ashley Gardner.
Yes, yes.
So
So
they
four
already have
spinners.
Ashley
Yes,
Gardner. They,
yes.
Exactly, and they're not going to use four spinners. That's not something that works for them. Also, you have to see Kim Garth has been in super form, right? And Megan Shoot is someone who bowls those important overs. Think of death overs. Who will bowl death overs for them? I think Megan Shoot is extremely important in the death overs for them. In the power play, Kim Garth is very important. So I think they will stick to that two pacers and three spinners because. They have enough pace options, they have enough spin options, they all of them can do dual roles. Then I was writing the probable 11, I was just thinking that Phoebe Litchfield can keep, Beth Mooney can keep, if Healy can't. They have Ashley Gardner, who is a proper batter and a proper spinner. They have
Yes,
Georgia
and the
Wareham,
top
who can
fielder.
bat as a proper batter, is a spinner.
Yes,
Yes. So it's over. Even Litchfield, think of this. She started off as a keeper, and then she's a fab fielder. Somebody, and when I say fielder, fielding is something that in the longish format of the game can actually change matches. We had seen this. Ben Stokes doing it against India at Lords, and Phoebe Litchfield in the covers will be someone to look out for. Absolutely.
yes,
By the way, I don't
absolutely.
know about the players. I'm standing here and chatting with you, and I'm sweating as if I have just ran on the treadmill. So I don't know about the players, honestly.
Yes. It's very hot and humid out there, and here the thunderstorms are cracking the sky. I think Tushadi is hearing the sound of thunderstorms. It's it's tremendously raining outside here in Kolkata. But Tushadi, let's take some comments. A lot of comments are there. Okay, first Shobik Mukherjee saying good noon Shobik. कॉमिक्स शेयर आस्किंग तुषादी रेन का चांसेस है क्या? हाँ, थोड़ा सा चांसेस है, तुषादी ने बोला दो
बहुत
से तीन
चांसेस है।
बजे के बीच
अभी
में, but
ओवरकास्ट हो गया है, अभी फिर से
हाँ,
ओवरकास्ट हो गया है, अभी फिर से
okay.
ओवरकास्ट हो गया है यहाँ पे।
Yes. Okay. Trishati, as you were mentioning that Australia have so many options, wicket keeping options as backup options, spinners and all rounders like that. But Deepak saying just one player, Yastika Bhatte, is ruled out, and I cannot see anyone proper replacement for her. Not in 15, not in reserve, and maybe not in the system also.
Not in the system. Yes, if you count wicket keeping, but if you minus wicket keeping, then as batters, I think you have options. And wicket keeper batters, I would see G Kamalini and Nandini Kashyap coming up. The only problem is G Kamalini and Nandini Kashyap are absolutely new. You know, we need to probably concentrate more on them and mentor them better. It's not like you don't have options, but maybe one generation later. Yeah. So the bench strength is like one generation later. It's yet to come up. In between, I think people were so much into Richa Ghosh and Yastika Bhatia that most players probably did not want to become keepers, and those who were keeping probably left keeping and started bowling or something of that sort. So we genuinely have a bit of a lack when it comes to keeper batters. That's the point. And the other place where we lack is number three because your number three is playing at number five. So you kind of and number three is a specialized position in ODIs in test matches. The longer the format of the game, you need a specialist there. So as I said, and your number three is now a number five batter. So
Okay. Next comment, Trishadi from Prince of Wild. Tell about the pitch. Is it batting friendly or bowling friendly?
in India, you will not get bowling friendly pitches from today to the end of the World Cup. It's all batting friendly.
But Trishadi, seeing the conditions, overcast and all, what do you think? Whoever wins the toss, what will be the decision? Batting first or bowling first?
Batting first, I think, you would want to
Batting.
bat in the heat and then bowl in the second. But also, they might wonder about in a rain cattle game, it's always easier to chase, right? So I do think whoever wins the toss will want to bowl first, actually.
Okay. Okay.
That could be the thing.
Okay. Devan Mojumdar saying rooting for Ellis Perry. Okay, Devan, please continue.
Routine.
Okay.
Routine for
Rooting,
Alice
rooting.
Perry means? Oh,
Why she?
routing. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, rooting. Yeah. Mm, okay, Deepak saying, for me, I prefer the old World Cup format of two groups. This new format may be a bit long for some
Yeah.
people, so let's see how it goes.
I think for some people, I don't know if by some people he meant viewers, because for viewers is not something that I'm concerned about, but I am concerned about players. Every player will have to play 7 games here
Hmm.
before you me. I'm
Okay, I think,
sorry, I got a call.
yes, yes, now it's
Can you
fine.
hear me? Yeah. Okay. So as I was saying that you know what? What was I saying? I lost my train of thought.
Oh, oh, new format. The difference between old format and new format of World Cup.
Ah. Snehashi, just give me 1 minute because I can't hear you. I think
Yes,
I'll go out and.
yes, better, better. Yeah. Okay, let's wait for 1 second. I think Tushade will be back definitely. Some net issue because some ball came up. Okay, let's see if the toss has happened because I have to check. The net is quite choppy because of the weather is there in Kolkata. No, I think till now, I think the toss is yet to happen. Yes, the toss is yet to happen. Okay, we'll take the rest of the comments once Tushade is back. Till then, let's see. Yeah, Deepak, I think Trishade will come up with the answer for you. Cosmic says, Trishade, do you think Radha will play? Okay, till Trishade comes, I will say I am not seeing Radha Yadav, in that playing 11. It is very difficult because you will definitely go with Dipti Sharma, you will go with Snehrana and Sri Charani. Obviously, Sri Charani, the younger, different kind of bowler, gives that variety and in tremendous form since her introduction to the international cricket. And it's been a fantastic growth for her as a bowler. And obviously, Radha Yadav will not get that space because you have Snehana. She has been the highest wicket taker for India in 2025 so far. So it tells the consistency that she brings in this format. And for Dipti Sharma, the experienced all rounder, she can bat. This year she has been a bit different with the bat rather than the last few years. She has scored some runs, you know, tried her best to remain unbeaten and close the game out for the team. So I think she will be much more, better place in terms of confidence with the bat, and I think with the ball also, she is the second highest wicket taker just after Snoyana with 13 wickets, I guess, in 11 matches. So I think these three spinners will be your top three options. Pratika Rawal will bowl, I think, here and there, 4 5 overs maybe on a day. She can pick up 1 or 2 wickets as we have seen so far. But it is very difficult for Radha Yadav to get because if you see, I think Radha Yadav was not part of the plan in the first place also. I think the way she played in the India Women A series in Australia, I think that played a crucial role and it gave her that place. And as me and Tushari both have said earlier also, that India could have gone for a different kind of a bowler, uh, you know, a leg spinner like Prema Rawat or maybe a Priya Mishra. While both are in the reserve list, so one of them could make a place in that squad. So that could give Harmanpreet Kaur a more variety in that bowling lineup to use according to the condition and according to the opposition because some oppositions are there who clearly struggle to play against leg spinners, especially in Indian conditions. So I think that could have helped. But let's see when Tushadi returns, I will definitely ask about it. Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, clearly. Yes. So now you can continue the difference between the formats.
I think the scariest part is there are so many cars. Yeah, individual.
Yes. You can hear, right?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So now you can continue with the difference of the formats of the World Cup. Yeah.
Yes, the longer the format, I think the point is you need specialists especially when it comes to number three, right? So that way,
Hmm.
I think we do not really have someone replacing Harleen there. Harleen hasn't been poor. That also you have to understand that it's not like we need immediate replacement. What we actually need is Harleen to, play a longish innings, rotate the strike more, and not get stuck at one end. I can hear Deep Das Gupta. you know, I think it's the toss time. It's
Yeah,
the
it's the
toss time.
toss
I
time.
can hear the
As
toss.
Ravi Shastri says, it's the toss time.
It's the toss time. Wait, I'll tell you the toss result. Harman Harman has won the toss, and India will bat first.
Okay, so that's the breaking news from there that Harmanpreet Kaur have won the toss and they have elected to bat first. I think very good call to Shadi, to bat first and put that huge score on the board.
That has been our strength, and if you look at our bowling lineup, you would know that has to be our strategy. You know, be, because we don't have out and out wicket taking fast bowlers. We have good medium pacers, but also, yeah, I think this is our strongest. This is our strongest forte, and good call.
Yes, absolutely. And
Aliza
also,
Healy is saying that Aliza Healy wanted to bowl first. Aliza Healy is saying that if I had won the toss, I would have bowled first. So I think both of them are happy with the toss result.
yes, so then you shouldn't do the toss. Just ask them, both of them, and know what to do. Just play the match.
Exactly. I think both the
Yes,
teams are playing to their strength. It's our strength to bat first, and it's their strength to bowl first. So I think both the teams have got what they would have liked to, like to get.
yes, yes, absolutely. Okay, we'll definitely talk about the playing 11 once it has come, it comes up. But Tushari, one question was there I was answering. Just I want to know your views on that. The question was, what was the question? Yes, comics here asking, Tusha, do you think that Radha will play? I don't think Radha will get a place in the playing 11. What do you think, Tusha?
What from what I heard, I think Georgia Wall and Darcy Brown are not playing. Is what you said. Not Harmanpreet, of course. Wall and Darcy Brown were anyway not going to play for India. It's about Australia, from what I could hear. I think that's what you said. Wall and Darcy Brown is not playing, but that would still mean that Australia is playing with 12 players. I think Healy missed a name, but anyway. Uh, People are screaming here for no apparent reason. But but anyway, with India, I think yeah, I don't see Radha Yadav. Maybe Radha Yadav will get a game because you do want to give game time to everyone. And I think in the press conference, both Harmanpreet and Aliza Healy had made it clear that they will give game time to every single player. But I don't see Radha Yadav making the first playing 11. I think they will stick with the spin trial that they already have. And Sri Charani, to be honest, with the kind of form that she has, the rev that she gets in the ball, uh, in Indian conditions, of course, she would be much better. No Molyneux, Grace
Yes.
Harris, and Darcy Brown. India is
Okay.
going in with four spinners. I'm sorry, I have to backtrack my my
Fourth spinner.
India is going in with four spinners. Yes. All right.
Okay. So that is pretty interesting that India is going with four spinners. We will still wait for the playing level. It is to come. But it's a historic ODI for Harmanpreet Kaur, 150th ODI, and that too in our hometown, Punjab. So that and Harmanpreet Kaur at the toss has said, Trishadi, it's a special occasion for me. It's great for me, and hopefully want to continue for many more years. Okay.
Yeah, wishful thinking. But
Yes.
just statistics, you have to give it to the body. I'm not even talking about Herman's skill. It is about the
Exactly.
body. I think it's difficult for the body to cope up.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Okay. Till we discuss the playing 11, let's take some more comments. Cosmics here saying almost all Australian players are proper batter and bowler. Absolutely. Actually, they're
that's
all
the
all
problem
rounders.
with them, no?
Yes. ओके कॉस्मिक से आस्किंग यास्तिका भाटिया का क्या हुआ वो वाइजैक के जो कैंप हुआ था उस कैंप में नी में कुछ प्रॉब्लम हुआ नी में इंजरी हुआ है
Yeah.
तो उस इंजरी के चलते सिर्फ इस सीरीज से नहीं पूरा वर्ल्ड कप से वो बाहर हो चुकी है और उनके जगह उमा छेत्री को मौका दिया गया है स्क्वाड में जो पहले
Okay.
रिजर्व लिस्ट में Deepak saying congratulations for 150 matches, Harmanpreet. As you also said, maybe last chance for her this World Cup. So hope for the best. Absolutely, it's a huge achievement for any player. I think, especially being a women player, women cricketer in India, playing 150 ODIs is a huge achievement. So I think that's a huge thing. But hopefully she can continue to do well in this series and hopefully in the World Cup also. Okay, Cosmic player asking bowling fast करनी चाहिए बाद में ड्यू भी तब आएगी ड्यू का कोई चांसेस है पीछा जी यू गॉट सम
देखो humidity तो है. It's can you give me 1 second? I'm just trying to get the playing 11
yes yes I got the playing 11 should I tell
creases. बहुत ज्यादा कल तो मैंने देखा नहीं था, but you never know.
yes okay so here is the playing 11 India playing 11 Pratika Rawal Smriti Mandana Harleen Deol Harmanpreet Kaur captain Jemima Rodriguez Richa Ghosh wicketkeeper Dipti Sharma Snehana N. Sri Charani Radha Yadav and Kranti Gaur so you are going with only one out and out pacer Kranti Gaur and you are going with four spinner. So, what is the logic behind it, Trishadi? Do you think the pitch will favor the spinners? That is why the decision, or maybe you just wanted to elongate your batting lineup? Because with Radha Jadhav, clearly you can bat up to number 10.
Yeah, all I want to say is I think I was a little just give me 1 second. I'll
Yes,
send
yes,
the team 11 to Pooja.
yes. Okay, okay. Till then, I will read the Australia 11 also. For Australia
No,
is Alisa Haley.
yeah, so, yeah. Go on.
Yeah, for Australia it's Alisa Haley, Jubil Litchfield, Okay, interesting. So Tushadi, what Tushadi predicted is actually it's happening. Fibilichvili is in the opening slot along with Alyssa Haley, Ellis Perry, Beth Moon in the middle order, Annabelle Sutherland at number 5, Ashley Gardner at number 6, Tahila Magdath at number 7. Very interesting. Georgia Wareham at number 8, Alana King at number 9, Kim Garth and Megan Shoot, two out and out pacers. Tushadi, first thoughts on the Indian playing 11, then Australia. First India, four spinners.
Um, Somebody said it's just covered in Dubai. What is covered in Dubai? Anyway, I think the first thing that the playing 11 says is Renuka probably is not 100%. Because I cannot think that Mullanpur is going to turn absolutely square, that you have four spinners. I think three spinners and three skillful spinners that India has got is perfectly fine. Not 100% sure. Not 100% sure why we have to go with four spinners. Yes, one thing with Radha Yadav is you get fielding, and in the recent, if it's anything from India A recent tour, we have seen her play some very good, very important knocks with the bat. So I think it increases India's batting, but I'm pretty opposed to the idea that you have gone with one pacer, because you don't have an Amanjot core. So it's not like you have a pace bowling all rounder and you're going with one pacer, which is something that we were doing in England till Amanjot got injured. But here it's very different. You're going with one out, I mean, and that too, Kranti is not an out and out pace bowler. She's a pacer, yes. She swings the ball. So it's a little difficult to understand, but maybe, maybe against teams like Australia, England, India is trying to get them in their weakness, which I don't think exists now a lot, because
Hmm.
most of the Australians play in WPL, so they play all around the year in different leagues and they play a lot of spinners. So I do think that this strategy is a little baffling. If it comes out well, if they're bowled out cheaply, then it will be a different thing. But yeah, I think worrying signs. Amanjot not being included in the series, but in the World Cup squad. Renuka in the squad, but not being in the match. Worrying signs. They are probably not 100% at this time.
Yes, absolutely. And it is very surprising to see really to see four spinners in the playing 11. But let's see how it goes in the match. But for Australia, Tushadi, I think you have predicted correctly that how the team will pan out. And obviously, Tahila Magda, the number 7 also. So what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think I was just saying that the problem is Thalia is not getting a proper position to bat. She has to bat at number 7, and the requirements of a batter at number 7 is very different from a batter at number 3, 4, where she should ideally be. But if you look at the Australian playing 11, there is no place for Thalia to bat that up the order. So yeah, she has to adjust. And as far as the playing 11 is concerned, see, with teams that are champion, if you honestly look at them, you would know they don't do a lot of chopping and changing. So this is not surprising. As I said, it will be huge for Alana King and Georgia Wareham both, because one of them will have to sit out if and when Molyneux comes in.
Yes. And Tushadi, one more question from the film, then we'll take some comments and wrap up. That India have included Arundhati Reddy in the squad because the Qatars or slowers might be effective in this wicket.
Absolutely. I think from India's bowling, it is clear that I think Deepti and Radha will do the death over bowling. Uh, you will
Hmm.
open with Kranti and very interesting. Who will share the new ball with Kranti? I don't think it will be Sneh Rana. I think Radha will have to play both those roles. She has to probably open the bowling. She has to bowl the death overs as well. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see who opens the bowling. I'm fairly sure that Deepti is someone who will be taking care of the death overs.
Hmm.
Um, what was your exact question? I completely forgot.
That Arundhati Reddy should have she
Yes,
been included.
I think in Indian wickets, Arundhati Reddy is absolutely must. Because she gets in, and especially when you do not have an Amanjot core. If there was an Amanjot core and you got in Kranti or Renuka, I would have been perfectly fine with it. But since Amanjot is not playing, I would say Arundhati is a nice replacement, can bat a bit. But more importantly, the cutters are there, the late swing is there, and with experience, what she can bring in is she can get in those variations at the right moment. And I do think that she has got one of the best lower balls when it comes to Indian medium pacers.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, let's take some comment. Cosmic है saying bowling फास्ट करनी चाहिए, बाद में ड्यू भी तब आएगी, पर अभी तो पहले बैटिंग ले चुके हैं हरमनप्रीत कौर, so let's see how it goes. Prince of World
उनको
today did
ड्यू
you
व्यू से
cover
फर्क
match?
नहीं पड़ता.
Yes, Prince of World saying today did you cover match? अगर बारिश होता है लॉन्गर टाइम के लिए तब शायद हम लोगों को थोड़ा देखने को मिले reduce over match, पर देखते हैं कैसे क्या चलता है.
इनका वर्ड क्या धूप निकली है. जब आप बारिश की बात कर रहे हो, क्या धूप निकली है. मतलब सनस्क्रीन मेरा वॉश आउट हो गया है ऑलरेडी, बिकॉज इतनी स्वेटिंग हो रही है कि सनस्क्रीन गिर गया है मेरे आसपास कहीं पे. तो आई थिंक बारिश कितनी इफेक्ट होगी मुझे नहीं पता, बट इतना तो है कि India has to put up a look very in short. India has to score about 300. That is going to be extremely important, and I feel if that is there, then players like Smriti and Pratika will be under extreme pressure to deliver.
Yes, absolutely. Ripon was saying how many wins we need to qualify for the semi-finals in World Cup. भाई हम घर पे खेल रहे हैं, हर मैच जीतना चाहिए साथ के साथ. वैसा क्यों सोचना कि मिनिमम ये जीतने से वाला नहीं बन. घर पे खेल
I
रहे हैं
think
सब मैच
चार पांच.
जीताओ. हाँ, आई
I
थिंक
think
5.
five.
आई थिंक विनिंग 5
Safest
गेम्स
will
विल
be five
इंश्योर
out
इट.
of seven.
यस.
Safest will be 5 out of 7. Yeah.
ओके. More comments. ओके, कॉस्मिक शेयर सेइंग उनको लगता है कि चरण की जगह राधा यादव को खिलाना चाहूंगा. इस फुल पैकेज विद बॉलिंग फील्डिंग एंड कैन बैट अ लिटिल ऑल्सो. इसलिए कैप्टन ने हमारा आपका सबका सुन लिया, दोनों को ही खिला दिया. तो कोई जरूरत नहीं, कोई टेंशन लेने का जरूरत नहीं, दोनों ही खेल रहा है. तो देखते हैं, बस दोनों ही अच्छे करे और इंडिया जीत जाए, बस यही उम्मीद है.
इंडिया ने बाय द वे होम में ऑस्ट्रेलिया को लास्ट 2007 में हराया था. तो अभी टाइम आ गया है, अभी हराने का
ओके.
टाइम आ गया है.
Okay. Last comment, Tushari, before wrapping up, because you have to go inside the stadium also. Last question, Pooja Gupta asking, why do you think Deepti is considered as vice captain when Harman isn't there? You have TMAC as a captain and Ash as a okay. Sahila McGrath as captain and Ashley Gardner as vice captain with enough age gap. But Shruti and Deepti just having a year difference doesn't make sense. Very good point.
Yeah, I think Snehashi, this is something you remember I had spoken about. I mean, we were chatting. I don't remember whether it was in live or our WhatsApp chats, but we were discussing the same thing, that Smriti and Deepti are the same age group, and one of them is going to go and make the captain of the team, which obviously, definitely is going to be Smriti. Deepti as vice captain is not something that I kind of understand, because I think either Richa or Jemmy, whoever you're looking at as the next captain, you should go with her. I would say Jemmy. I think Jemmy is
Yeah.
more of a captaincy material. But yeah, again, the right persons know better, I guess.
Yes. Okay, Shrish ji is there. Sorry, Shrish, I just saw your comment, but I think we have already discussed about that. That why not try Arundhati Reddy instead of Radha Jadhav? We have discussed about that. I hope that you heard what Kishori said and I also said. That is the point that they could have gone with Arundhati Reddy. Okay, Cosmic here asking अमनजोत को क्या हुआ है बताओ. अमनजोत का जो बैक इंजरी था जिसके लिए वो आउट ऑफ द सीरीज हो गया था इंग्लैंड सीरीज, उसके चलते उनका खेलना थोड़ा डिफिकल्ट था. पर शी हैज बीन नेम्ड इन द स्क्वाड फॉर द वर्ल्ड कप, बट इस सीरीज में उनको नहीं लिया गया है. शायद रेस देना, जो अप्रोच ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने सोफी मोलिनो के साथ रखा है, शायद वही सेम अप्रोच इंडिया अमनजोत को और मे बी अभी रेणुका ठाकुर के साथ भी वही अप्रोच रख रही है, क्योंकि शायद उनको थोड़ा ज्यादा टाइम दो नेट में ताकि वो लोग फुल फिट हो जाए वर्ल्ड कप के लिए. रिस्क शायद नहीं लेना चाह रहे, पर अगर स्क्वाड में है, जैसे त्रिशा ने बोला, मुझे भी लगता है कि एक गेम तो मिलना चाहिए रेणुका को थोड़ा गेम टाइम के लिए, बिकॉज इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट बिफोर अ मेगा इवेंट लाइक वर्ल्ड कप. Yes. Okay, I think the comments are done. Last thing, Tushadi, uh, what is the score that you are thinking that India can put up on the board?
Can put up or should put up? Which one should I answer?
Tell both. Tell both.
Can, can I think 275 to 280? Should
Okay.
320 to 230?
Okay. Done. Yeah, I am also thinking around 280 to 90. I think they will put up, but at least but play show that fight. What me and Tushadi every time in every discussion we tell that it doesn't matter if we lost this series 3-0 or 2-1, but show that fight, show that you are ready for that World Cup. At least going to the World Cup, Australia should know that India are here to win the match and they are all prepared for that World Cup. So thank you, Tushadi, for joining in. Thank you, everyone, for joining in for lots of comments. We'll definitely come back for the lunch show, right? In the mid-inning show, we'll definitely come back, and then obviously for the post-match show. So in the mid-inning show, around 5:15, 5:20, we'll come back. Please join us and share your views. Hopefully, India will put up a great show with the bat, and we can discuss some good moments with you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. Let's see. Let's meet in the lunch show. Thank you.
Thank you.